Welcome to this beautiful Tuesday morning. You tune to Feel Good Breakfast Show Expresso right here on S3. Now the question is, how would you define beauty? Now Woolworths is celebrating all forms of beauty with their new Beauty Is You campaign, and they have used non-traditional models to make an all-inclusive statement. Beauty is you. So let's see what Sophia Sibanda has to say about beauty.
Being part of the Beauty Is You campaign, it's such a big honor to see so many different faces from all different colors and hues and different age groups. To think that I made it part of it and be a representation for the Woolworths brand is such a big honor. So I can't wait to actually see it come alive. Beauty for me is not only just in the physical. For me, it represents health. And when I talk health, I mean physical, mental well-being. I think when all those three are aligned, it shows through your personality, it shines through your face actually. So for me, before the makeup goes on, I make sure that my well-being is taken care of.
I love that. That was quite powerful. Very, very nice. Beauty is health. Now, I mean, it really is so important to be aligned physically, mentally, and spiritually as it impacts your overall well-being and how you see yourself. So beauty, what is it to you, man?
Yeah, it's crazy because we work in a space where there is obviously a commercial component to it. So we're constantly having to look through that lens and try to understand in terms of how we are promoting the notion of a person achieving a greater level of beauty. What does that actually mean to us in that sense? And we've had to grapple with this. For me, the fact that you're talking about physical health and using your own basis point, because who else, it's not about what someone else feels about you. Ultimately, it's how you feel about yourself. So there is a level of self-acceptance that has to be achieved within that. And then you dress yourself up, you build yourself up in accordance with what works for you and what makes you feel good. And I think ultimately that's what beauty is for me. It's that moment where you feel good, where you feel all right. And that obviously has a mental, has a physical, has an emotional component. So it's a really interesting way to look at life.
You've touched on, you know, the fact that you have to be able to look at yourself and be happy with yourself. And there's that saying that, you know, you can't love another unless you're able to love yourself. And in order to love yourself, you know, with regards to beauty, I mean, it just encapsulates so much more than just a physical appearance. I mean, it really is about your mental health, your physical well-being, how you go about your life, your relationships, you know, those kind of things in life. It all kind of falls under that beauty umbrella.
Completely. Can I be a bit disruptive here? Because I've also noticed there's a trend in my own life when I do take the time, again, obviously I've got not working with a huge amount of hair right now, but if I do take the time to go get a haircut or go get a cutthroat shave or do something like that to improve the aesthetic, it's often tied to an emotional gateway. I've given myself permission to go and give myself a bit of time, to go and spend a bit more time just making myself feel a little bit better, because you do feel better when you look better. When you groom yourself, when you take the time
take care of yourself.
for self-care. Exactly. So it speaks to that healthy basis point again. It's okay to focus on making yourself look better. So don't feel guilty about buying good products and buying the right kind of clothes to enhance your look. There's nothing wrong with wanting to achieve an ideal for yourself, but as long as it's not in direct contrast to that self-acceptance.
Yeah, I know you can't pinpoint beauty on just a physical attribute at all.
Or maybe
you know?
you can.
I mean, you know, no, listen, let's be honest. I don't think we can be this wise this early in the morning for sure. But listen, you stand a chance to win a 2,000 Rand Woolies gift card. Simply reply to the competition post on the Expresso Facebook or Twitter or even Instagram pages and tell us, what is beauty to you? Now, don't forget to hashtag Woolies Beauty and follow @WooliesBeauty on Instagram. The competition closes today at midnight. T's and C's can be found on our website, expressoshow.com.
You are beautiful.